Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast. My name is Josh. Thank you for joining me today. Very exciting. We're going to be talking about Nikki again, the dog killers. This story's not going away. It actually is evolving into something quite crazy. With adoption things, very Micah-esque energy. Plus, we talk about James's new sponsor on his Stuffer Garage. We'll get into that in a minute. But before we do that, I got a special surprise. A lot of people send me messages about their little kids, their little ones. When they hear the music, they come running. They see me dancing, and it actually gives me a ton of joy. So bring all the kids in for this one. I'll wait a couple seconds. You want to holla, yo kids, bring those little people in here. I would like to talk to them. Okay? I'm waiting. Come on, little stink buckets. Here's what's gonna happen today. I'm gonna play this song. I'm gonna play it a little bit longer because I know that you like this song. Do you like this song? I love this song. So, because I know you like this song, I'm gonna play it just a little bit longer for you. We're gonna do some cool dances. Are you guys gonna dance with me? Because I would love it if you dance with me. All right, give me thumbs up if you're gonna dance. Okay, so get ready to dance. And then we're gonna throw some darts for people. So let's see if your lucky dance up. So, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's dance.
Yeah, baby.
Keep dancing, let's go! Keep dancing, let's go! Woo! Woo! Oh! Really good dancing! Good job, you guys. All right, this one's for Chelsea Nwoke. All right, you guys know the rules. We did it yesterday. I forgot to mention, if I hit a bullseye, you get $100 to your favorite restaurant and a hoodie. So I just didn't say that, but I meant to say it and I didn't. But that's what the bullseye is. All right, let's do it. Oh, it's a 9. So you get a sticker, Chelsea. Reach out to the admin. All right, kids, are you ready for another dance? It's not gonna be as long this time, but I want to see your best dance moves. All right, thumbs up for best dance moves. You ready? Let's dance.
Yeah, baby.
Oh yeah! Good dance moves. That was really good. Tracy Williams, this one's for you. Oh, it's another one, a sticker. It's okay. You guys did a really good job dancing. Let's go. Thank the littles for coming to hang out with us. I really appreciate it. Hopefully they had some fun and didn't think I was too creepy. But so let's get into this. We're going to talk about, first I want to talk about the James situation. So James Stauffer, if you didn't know who James Stauffer was, he has a channel called the Stuffer Garage. Okay, he is Micah's husband and is half the reason they got rid of H. And it's very upsetting. So in the problem with the Family Vloggers - the DCP Facebook group, I posted the ad. He's working with Battery Plus. Unacceptable. If you're not doing the research of who you're sponsoring, shame on you. And I literally just bought that same battery pack that he advertises. I'm not kidding. I literally just bought the same exact one, and now I'm sending it back. You got to be careful who you advertise with on these platforms. James and Micah are the worst of the worst. How are people not doing the research? And so it's on me. I messaged them and I said, I don't know if you know who this guy is, but who you're sponsoring is this. And I sent them the video. I said, this is what they've done. So please reconsider your sponsorship of this channel. They've already paid him likely and all that kind of stuff, but you know, we have to stay diligent on these types of things because they should not be rewarded for what they did to H on this channel. And it kind of segues nicely into these dingleberry douche nozzles. So if you don't know anything about Nikki Phillipi, whatever her name is, and her husband, what's his face? Probably should have kept that beard. It's because, no one really knew who they were, but they have over 1 million subscribers. I don't know if that's the case anymore. They've lost at least 50,000 subscribers. They went private on their Instagram Basically, the story is they killed their dog and they didn't need to, and the internet erupted, similar to the way the internet erupted when Micah rehomed H. No kidding. And people are upset because don't mess with dogs, okay? Videos have surfaced of him playing with his dog with his hands on his mouth eating food. Resurfaced of him taking a little dog and like, you know, just going crazy. These people definitely shouldn't these people were absolutely wrong in what they did, okay? And so they killed the dog and they didn't have to, and they could have done anything. And then Humane Society came out with a statement that said, no, we did not talk to this lady. I don't know who she talked to. This is not something we would say, because Humane Society was getting heat. So they brought this on themselves. They went private. They left that video up. They're hoping to get a couple million hits on that thing, 1 million at least. They haven't taken it down, which says a lot, which means that they're just letting the money roll in. They think it's going to pass over. But just like Mike and James, I'm not going to stop talking about these people. And so today we're breaking down their video. We're going to break down their entire adoption process. I've downloaded all of their videos about their adoption journey. They didn't adopt. And they have this video says, I think this is the video that says why they didn't adopt. So let's get into that and talk about it, because these people, we can't ever forget these people. Cancellation needs to continue or people will forget, and we can't let them do that. Like the Micah and James situation. People were starting to not talk about them anymore. So I did a video. What'd she do? She called the police on me. So we have to continue to talk about these people because they are the worst. Family vloggers are the worst people on the internet because they exploit for money. You don't need to know. They could be nice people, but when you exploit for money, you are the worst. There's no redeeming qualities whatsoever in you. None. There is no such thing as a good family vlogger. So let's get into this trash heap video. Let's do it. I know I'm going to be upset. Swear pillow's ready. Creepy makeup baby's ready. Got my haunted wooden spoon. Where is it? My haunted wooden spoon here. The guitar one. Get the energy. Here's the other one. Let's get the haunted wooden spoon now. I feel like we're going to go down a deep rabbit hole of these people because I don't like them. I don't like them at all. Let's do it.
All right. Hi, guys.
No.
So I'm just going to go ahead and say it because that's what the title already says. We are not adopting from Thailand. Whoa.
Yet you did an entire series of videos on it because you saw Micah did it, and then you guys did it, and maybe they were going to, but let's find out why they didn't, because I'm pretty sure I know why. But they still capitalized. Even the idea of the adoption journey, they capitalized on the adoption journey. So they still made money. Just delete it then.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nikki.
Okay,
First road bump in the adoption process.
If it's the first road bump, then why are you just not adopting anymore? One road bump and you guys quit? Sounds like you're really into it. Sounds good.
First big road bump.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I guess it is the first road bump because everything else we've dealt with hasn't really necessarily been a road bump. It's just been like, it's difficult.
What's the difference between a road bump and difficulty? Are you kidding me? Again, these family vloggers just love to listen to themselves talk. They just blabber on about nothing. It's not a road bump, it's a difficulty. Is a road bump not a difficulty either? Just give me a break. They're trying to fill 25 minutes what they're trying to do.
To this process. So the other day on Instagram, I posted that I was really bummed about something going on with the adoption.
So I could, clickbait this video so you guys would come on over and watch it. That's why we did that. Same thing when we killed our dog. We took photos with it. She did her hair in pigtails and dressed up to take photos with the dog they were about to kill. Un-effing believable, these people. Unbelievable.
And even though I knew it was all going to pan out, and I feel like it is all going to pan out, I kind of had a little bit of a freak out, and I was going to, it's interesting because we had actually already filmed an adoption update like a week ago, and we filmed it and we were like, we don't really like it, we're going to redo it. So we already had a bunch of stuff to update you guys on before.
Can you just, please? It's like when people walk down in the mall together, they're teenagers, his first boyfriend, girlfriend, and they hold each other, like, just chill. Okay, you can't, there's no way you can walk comfortably like that. Don't do that. It's creepy and it's cringy.
This drama already went down. So we are still adopting. We're just not adopting from Thailand.
And no, they didn't adopt.
More. So
you want to explain why?
You know what I don't like about these people? I don't like them already, but it's like they're laughing right now. Look at the joy on their faces right now. They're just like, look at the views we're gonna get. People are into this journey with us. There's no skin in the game for them. They're just like, we were gonna do this. We talked about it. We brought you guys along for this journey, and now we're not gonna. You want to explain why? Yeah, totes goo. You are terrible people.
Explain why. I just spit all over myself. So, here's the situation. Recently, about 2 weeks ago, so the organization that we're adopting through is called Whole International, and they started following Dan and I on Instagram.
Which is good because that's called due diligence. You should know who's adopting children. Imagine the people who let H get adopted just took a quick look at their YouTube channel and saw how dumb Micah was. They'd been like, I think we're just going to go in a different direction. Is that okay? Yeah, okay, cool.
And they actually messaged us on Instagram and were like, hey, we're coming to Nashville. We'd like to meet up with you to just talk, like the Instagram team. I need to see you in the face, sorry. So I'm like, cool, this is all really exciting. I tend to be like a big dreamer anyways. And it's like, I have this dream for like adoption advocacy. And I'm like, we're meeting up with our agency. Like, it's so exciting. Well, then the next day I get an email from someone else within Whole, and they're like, hey, Nikki, we saw that you connected with the social media team, which is great. That's amazing. We just wanted to make sure you're aware of our social media policy.
Oh, here it goes. You can't post your kids on here. And that's the way it should be. Family vloggers should be eliminated from being allowed to adopt unless they sign a thing that says, do not put these kids on the internet. If you adopt, this should be a fight that we should take on. We should be reaching out to adoption agencies all over the world and saying, please update your policies on social media, because clearly none of them have. None of them have. Okay? Even the person that adopted H has him on social media a little bit. I'm not kidding. And I'm not happy about it. But I think maybe one of the things we could do is advocate for these adopted kids that are coming into Canada and the US, and going after these adoption agencies, not going after them, but going after them with like love and kindness and saying, hey, I'm wondering what your policy is on social media, and I'm wondering if you can update that. And here's the reason why you probably should update that. Take a look at these families that are exploiting their children for money. Can you maybe come with it, or get the government to step in and say, okay, there has to be some kind of policy if you're going to adopt? Right? I know in Canada, if you foster, you can't put those kids online. You can't. You have to block them out. You got to do all that stuff. In this case, maybe you should do the same thing. You should just not be able to put them on because they're adopting for selfish reasons, people. They're taking advantage of these children, and these kids don't have anybody to protect them. They're putting everything out there. Look what Micah did. She put all of his medical stuff out there. Everything. Okay, these people, there's, what's the other one? Not Enough Nelsons. I have a video waiting in the wings where she sits down and talks with one of the daughters about all the problems, the lice and everything she came from. That is these kids' story to tell. And you're not allowing them to tell their story when they're ready. And Not Enough Nelsons changing names? God, are you serious right now? No. So let's hear this.
And I'm like, what social media policy? And
Yeah. You know, the protection of kids.
I had no idea. I mean, to be honest, the way that I was going into this thing was kind of like my own version of common sense, which I say my own version because I know some people have expressed in the comments like, are you nervous that all of this sharing is going to mess with your adoption? So I have a different filter of like common sense.
Oh, I know what you're saying. You don't have any common sense. That's what you meant. That's what you meant to say. You don't have common sense. It's not a different version of common sense. It is, the word common means that it's commonly known, right? So you're saying you don't know the commonly known common sense. What you're saying is you have your own common sense, which means that you're dumb. That was a lot of words to say you're dumb.
But
all of the sharing has the change that we're making now. We would have had to make this change much later in the process if they hadn't started.
She's like, stop talking. Who is this person? I told you shut up or it gets the belt. Okay?
Following us from us sharing.
oh
this,
yeah, it's like this is a good thing. What we're telling you ultimately.
So we
That's what you mean.
would have been in a lot deeper than
This change, yeah, the country change. So, okay, so they say, she sends me over a sheet, right? And I open up this sheet of all the policies and I'm reading it and I was like kind of confused.
No, you were kind of like, what? What do you mean I can't put this kid on the internet? Like, could you imagine getting you're this close to adopting? Sounds like they were far along the process. I don't know. I'm going to go through all their videos. Sounds like they were pretty far along the process. They made a ton of videos about it. People were waiting for it. You get the sheet that says, oh yeah, you can't do these things on social media. And all of a sudden you back out. Could you imagine the people on the adoption side are like, oh, so you're doing this for, okay. And this is why they all should have this. Every single person that adopts from overseas and internally in the US, everybody, if you adopt, should not be allowed to put that kid on the internet, should not be allowed to tell their story until they're 18 years old and they have the choice to make it when they are full adults. Or of age of consent, at least 16, 15, a kid smart enough to tell their story, give you consent to tell their story, right? Because I know I've told everybody knows my boys are adopted, but I don't tell you their crazy story, and I don't ever, unless they give me permission. But, I'm just saying, I'm an adopted dad, so I know how this works. But I'm just saying, maybe we shouldn't allow people to put these kids' stories on the internet until those kids are old enough to be like, okay, I'm ready now to tell my story. Or I'd rather the world didn't know my story. I'd rather just be known as one of your kids and not that I'm adopted. That should be their choice to make. And that's the thing that these family vloggers that adopt, none of them allow those kids to have that choice. It's another thing they take away from them. Privacy.
And so I sent her back an email. I'm like, is this basically just saying like not to share any information about our future child until they're officially ours? Because I didn't say this, but I'm like, that's what I deemed like common sense. Like when we get matched with a kid and we have the picture and the information, I wasn't planning on
chill, dude. Just
sharing that just because who knows, that kid may.
Is this awkward? You're standing in a hallway. Go sit down somewhere. It's bugging me. It's bugging me.
Not being our kid, and then they could be with someone else, and we didn't want to like violate someone's privacy that isn't like our kid.
Right, but you want to violate the privacy of your kid. I get it. At least she's honest there. Can you believe this? It's unbelievable.
That sounds weird, but you know what I'm saying.
No, yeah, I got it. You straight up are gross. I got it. No, it's cool. Figured it out. Thanks, though.
So I asked her that, and she was like, well, yes, but also Thailand has its own law that's unique to it, that after you pick up your child and they're your child, you are not allowed to talk about them or share any images, photos, videos, anything about them online for a year.
Think about this for a second, everybody. Thailand, okay? Thailand has rules that says if you adopt from our country, great, we appreciate it. But please take a year to like make sure the kid gets, because failed adoptions happen. Like I know we go back to Mike and James a lot. Failed adoptions do happen. What happened to them is not super uncommon. It actually is like 1 in 3 or something like that. So Thailand has a good game plan here. Look, we know that this stuff fails. So why don't you wait a year? Then we feel like that's a good time to say it's all good, then go ahead, right? That makes sense. The US, which is and Canada, one of the most developed countries in the world, one of the most developed nations, we don't have laws like that. But Thailand does. Think about it. Think about that for a second. They protect their kids more than we do.
Yeah, and that...
So...
I mean, Nikki's got a YouTube channel where we share a whole lot.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, you do. I can't wait to hear what she says here.
When that hit, we literally were like...
Yeah.
What?
No. You were like, what? And he's like, thank God. That's what happened. This guy's just along for the ride. He's another James. Everybody keeps asking me, why are you only going after moms? Because the moms run the channels. They are the catalyst. They are the leaders. They wear the pants. Jess fam. Weiss life. Freaking our life. The only one is Ace Family, which I think is run by Douchebag and LeBrance. Those two, and I come after those guys just as much as come to the women. These are generally women-centric channels. So it's not just to come after them, it's because that's who I'm coming after, because they're the ones running the shit. They're the ones doing the shit. But he's also to blame, obviously.
We literally were like, wait, what?
So, wait a minute. So, in our hearts, we wanted to adopt, but now that we can't put them on the internet, no thanks. Does she realize what she's saying in this video? Does she? Do you think? I mean, when they did the dog thing, clearly they don't have this cognizant connection to like, oh, we are sick. Like, you ever sit back and be like, think about something you did when you're young and you get that cringe thing, and you're like, you go, they don't have this. That's missing from their frontal orbitex. orbital bone, frontal cortex thing with the brain. It's the brain.
Going around the house, we're like trying to figure out how this could work. Like hashtag baby blur face. Like, what are we gonna do?
Sure.
Dan's like, maybe we could deal with that for a year. And we're talking about it, and we're like, all right, let's pray about it.
God told us not to adopt a child in need from another country. That makes total sense. God said not to. God said, you know what? I know that you guys have YouTube channels, so what I'm going to say to you is like, okay, forget all that. Forget the whole idea of helping people in need, all that stuff for this one time, because I know you guys have a channel. So, you know what? Just forget I ever said that in the Bible. Just this once, though, okay? Okay, I'll see you guys next time when you need something.
Let's sleep on it, and then let's see how we feel.
Well,
so you're about to help a child in need, okay, with your exorbitant lifestyle, which is good. People who adopt are heroes, as far as I'm concerned, okay? Not me, other people. Because I didn't mean to adopt. It was just an accident. Just kidding. But, okay, it takes a special person to do it. It takes a special person to really, really want to do it because you have to be selfless. The problem with these people, it's not selfless. It's selfish. When you adopt selfishly, that's gross, okay? And so they weren't taking it seriously to begin with. As soon as they found out they couldn't lifestyle vlog it, they stopped. That's all we need to know here. That's how disgusting. I can't believe these people didn't pop on my radar before. This is nuts.
It's not just a rule that Thailand had. Sorry, it's not just a rule that Thailand has, like, oh, you can't share anything or talk about your kid for a year. It's that the adoption is not finalized until a year later.
Yeah, okay. Rules, good.
Yeah.
So, the kid's going to be living at our house for a year, and it's that whole time not our kid. So.
Okay, what? What the hell? How do you not know these things when you get this deep into an adoption process? And again, let's not forget everybody. They didn't adopt in the end. They actually didn't. They just had their own kid. And so they're like, it's not even our kid, but you're fostering to adopt is what he's trying to say here. You're fostering to adopt. They want to make sure the fit's right. They want to make sure you guys aren't going to kill kids and traffic them. It makes sense. So what are they talking about?
Yeah.
Not okay with that either.
Yeah.
They're not okay with fostering to adopt. Awesome. So again, one more reason to believe that they're doing this for selfish reasons. Absolutely. I mean, you don't need any more, but of course, right? What does that matter? So what, it takes a year. If you're really, really invested in adopting because it's something you want to do and you feel called to do it, then a year is nothing. You'll do whatever it takes to do that thing. And they're like, we weren't cool with that. You gotta be kidding me right now.
So we slept on it. I told a couple of people in my life, like a couple close friends.
You don't have any friends. And if you do, you don't anymore, I bet.
My assistant, Melissa, because she's like super.
These people have an assistant. They got like 10,000 views and they have 1 million subs. How does she have an assistant? Do they have like family money or something? What? How are they rich from this? They're terrible. Look at him.
Logical and
Dude, don't ever skip head day, okay? Or arm day. Or neck day, or any day. You skipped all the days.
she responded being like, dude, like, what if there's an accident or something? And Holt actually said to us, like, you need to take this policy really seriously because you could mess up Holt's relationship with Thailand, and you could mess up adoptions, future adoptions for families that are waiting in line in process with Thailand. And so
they're saying, don't break the rules or Thailand will stop letting us adopt children from there. So they have stringent rules. So not because kids get in accidents, of course something could happen. That's not going to stop an adoption process. Thailand's not going to be like, whoa, someone had an accident? Well, we're not going to give you any more kids. No, they want to make sure that these kids aren't coming and being treated like H. I'm surprised the H thing didn't actually hurt the adoption process from China. I'm not sure it didn't. We don't know that yet. It might have, because that was a worldwide, like, across the globe, everybody knew about that. There's so many videos about Micah and Billy, it's mind-blowing. So, yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to protect future adoptions for people who want to adopt for the right reasons, not for the reasons that you're adopting for.
like, oh my gosh, I almost Snapchatted while I was signing an NDA once. Like, I'm like, I'm gonna totally mess up, and then I'll ruin it for other families.
You're so selfish, it blows my mind. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. All these family vloggers are selfish. They'll do whatever it takes to make money off content in their lives, whether they're exploiting kids, dogs, like their life, clickbait, everything, their friends, everything. Like, we shouldn't be surprised. But I always end up being like, really? People still exist like this?
There's so many reasons why.
So many. Well, and I called my family the next day, and both my parents separately, when I called them, were like, this is not what you are about. Like, you've been sharing your life for 7.5 years. It should be your decision what you want to share and not want to share. And
look where I got you. Your parents are like, you know what? Don't help that helpless child in need who needs a family that loves them. Don't worry, that's not you. You're damn right. Your parents were right. It ain't you guys. 100%. And your parents are gross for saying that too.
we're like, this just doesn't.
And we want to share everything.
Well, that's not even this.
Oh, yeah, we get it. We know you do. We do. You overshared killing your dog. Yeah.
Necessarily true. We just want the right to be like, I mean, we don't know. Like, when our kid comes home, they might be dealing with a lot.
Don't forget that she's a worship leader with Hillsong, or was, or did something like that. This is the person that served at a church. These people claim to be Christians. They're Christians. This is the message they're giving the world. Like our life. It's mind-blowing. They're like, we love Jesus. Oh my gosh. Kidding me. Holy.
Trauma, and we might be like,
She's be like, I didn't know you.
just kidding, we're not going to be showing our kid very much for a while because we're dealing with all this stuff.
So be honest with your audience. I'm sorry I'm pausing so much. This just boggles my mind. All you have to do is be honest. All these people are so real and raw with what they show you. Hey guys, we're so passionate about adoption, but here are the rules. We gotta wait a year, so until then you're gonna see a lot of blurs. We're not gonna put him in a lot or her a lot. It's just gonna be one of those things, but we're so passionate about this, so join us as you can, but we just won't be showing them for a year. Just be honest with your audience. You know what your audience is gonna be like? Oh, you guys are amazing. It's so amazing that you would even do that. So incredible. And you'd be treated better. A lot of these people don't realize that taking the high road actually makes them look better too. But they don't. They always end up taking the easy way out and getting shit on by the rest of the world, deservedly. A-holes.
Or we might be like, wow, this was such a crazy smooth transition. So much cute stuff is happening. We want to share left, right, and center. We just want the ability to do what we want to do without possibly causing harm or repercussions to other people and an entire.
So then follow the rules. The rules are, don't put them on social media. How hard is that? So she's just saying we are not willing to follow the rules, is what she's saying. It's not that she can't, because all you have to do is not put them out there. It's that she's unwilling to, but she's trying to blame, well, if we mess up and I'll mess up, I don't want to ruin for everybody else. That is such a cop-out. That is such bullshit cop-out.
Organization for that matter. So, yeah. So we pulled out of the Thailand program and wait, I want to finish that. Even like the country director with Holt actually spoke to the Thai government and was like, can you make an exception for them?
Are you kidding me? So they backed out, and they're like, Holt's like, oh my gosh, we just ruined the. And Holt shouldn't be sitting here being, okay, go, let's see if we can get an exemption so you can put them on the internet and make money off them. Holt should have just been like, okay, bye, we don't want you in our little club or whatever. We don't want you as foster parents or as adoption parents. These are not the type of people we want. You should have been like, blacklist the shit right off to every agency at that point. Oh, we're not going to adopt anymore because we can't put them on the internet. Oh, well, that's too bad. Okay, well, have a great day. Scratch. Not, oh, let me call the Thai government and see if we can get a thing for you. Are you kidding me? It's disgusting. Because I think a lot of the adoption agencies, like Micah, was like an adoption agency. Like Micah became a catalyst for a lot of people who were looking to adopt from China, became that person. That's why she grew so fast. People were trying to do that and get invested in that. And they did that and they followed her because her journey was unique. That's what these people were trying to do. And that's what adoption agencies want. They want you to see how unique the journey is, how beautiful it can be. And they think that this is marketing for them. And it is. But not in this case. So they should have just literally blacklisted them right there. And they didn't. Holt. Not cool.
Because like their whole lives are online in a really like basically it's their business in like a public way.
Yeah, business. Hear that, Holt? Everybody listening? It's a business. So when you bring a kid in to adopt, you need to be parents. No longer is it a business. That is your life. You're bringing a kid into your business is what you just admitted to. You didn't bring a kid into your family to love and care for them. You were like, this is part of our business. What else do you need to hear, everybody? At least she's honest about it.
They were like, nope, no exceptions. And we were like, then
So
this is
now
not
we're on
where
the
God has
radar
us.
and we can't like get away with anything.
Yeah, no. And if anyone was gonna get in
Good.
trouble, it was definitely gonna be me. Like I would be the one that wouldn't be able to get away with anything. So
What is she admitting here? They're like, okay, well, you know, then we would have broken the rules, but they knew that we were going to break the rules, so they had their eye on us, so we can't do that anymore. Understand what they're saying right now, guys. What they are admitting to right now, look at the smirk on this guy's face. Look what they've done already. Think about what they're saying here. This is atrocious. This is crazy. I cannot believe this isn't even like that they are still, I hope they are not thinking about adopting anymore, I bet. But like, I can't believe they said this.
Oh, and like I said, it mostly just makes me nervous, like if I messed something up for other people.
Keep saying the same shit. She's just like everybody else. Just like everybody else. Ugh.
So, so we were on the phone with them like 2 days ago. Feel free.
Yesterday?
Feel free to talk. Because you say one word and then I'm going to continue on talking after you say the one word. Feel free to say some shit though, bruh.
Yeah, you're right. That was yesterday. We were on the phone with them, and that's when they told us that they had spoken to the Thai government, and there's no exceptions being made.
Good.
And so
Thank God for the Thai government.
we're like, well, what do you recommend? And they start talking about other countries, and then they mentioned Korea. So,
Well, Korea has a policy where you can put your kids on the internet and make money. Great, let's go there. They're just picking where they can. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Dan's face lit up when they mentioned Korea. He's all, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna. There were other countries, but Korea excited me the most.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
It just hit you for some reason. Yeah, so he like lit up, and I don't.
Is it weird to me that I feel like I'm about to say something that's kind of creepy and cringy and gross? But it's like this white savior complex where they're basically shopping around for a child. They're shopping. It's like Amazon. I really like that one. I like that place, I like this one. It's really gross, right? And Micah did the same thing. When she was in the middle of the H situation, I found out recently too that she was trying to rehome him way before the time she did it. But she was already on Facebook groups looking, what is a disability that is easy to manage? She was there like, they're just shopping. Is this not the grossest, most icky thing you've ever felt in your life? Like, we're just shopping for what we want. Like, I get that families want to get what they want. I understand that. But if your heart is truly for adoption, you're going to get who you can help. It doesn't like, and they're just like, oh, well, we like this one and we rolled the dice on this one and we like Korea and we like India. We liked all these places. But, you know, I really liked Korea. Why?
Really have a preference. I'm kind of just like, whatever. So, we were like, sure, let's look at Korea.
How many kids in your country need adopting? Millions. Fostering. The foster system is overrunning Canada and the US. Why don't any of these family vloggers foster if they're so charitable and giving? Because they can't put them on the YouTube channel. I hope that fostering agencies and adoption agencies don't change that policy so that we can be like, okay, look, all these family vloggers wanted to make, so let's change the policy. Don't ever change your policy. Don't ever allow family vloggers to do this.
So when it comes to country situations right now, basically where we're at is we are applying for the Korea program. There's a chance we may not be accepted to Korea
I hope you're not accepted anywhere.
because they have certain standards. Oh, you were shaking your head at me. Oh, because you think we will get accepted.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they didn't. They don't have a kid.
I think we will get accepted too. I just have to lay this out there. There are certain standards that they have.
One of them being not being narcissistic twats. This is probably one of them. Can't be a narcissistic twat. Dang it. Just lie. Say we're not. Okay.
None of this is secret. I've said this all before, so I don't feel weird reiterating this. You know, I see a counselor. I'm on a low-grade SSRI for pain management. So those things kind of have certain stigmas in Korea. So I have to get letters from doctors saying that my mental health is fine, that I'm using the SSRI.
Your mental health is not fine. Like, narcissistic personality disorder at minimum. I don't know what an SSRI is, and could be something crazy. She's on medicine for it, clearly, for pain management. But like, if you have narcissistic personality disorder, you should not be allowed to adopt. Can we agree on that, everybody? That is a disorder that is crazy. Like, kids shouldn't, if you can choose a parent, don't choose a narcissistic parent. Okay, that's just a recipe for disaster. I've never met someone who had narcissistic parents that have good relationships with their parents when they become adults. Never. I've never met someone who's like, my parents are super narcissistic and we get along great. Raise your hand if you have narcissistic parents and you get along with them.
pain, and assuming they're like okay with that, then we should be able to enter into the Korea program. But the Korea program, I feel like that's gonna
overalls. Okay, New Kids on the Block called. They want their overalls back.
have to be a whole different video
1996 called. They want their skater t-shirts back, bro.
if we're accepted, because
And bands circa 2002 to 2004 want their hair back, bro.
it's different than Thailand, and it's gonna mean an extra trip to Korea. We're gonna have to take 2 trips, and it's just a different
The
ballgame.
process is.
Oh my god. Is it going to talk about this the rest of the time? We already know that you guys are terrible people, and you have like 17 minutes left. How is this possible? What else can they talk about?
Yeah, a little bit different. We get matched with a child way sooner.
Way sooner.
And then they give us pictures. What they say, monthly or bi-monthly?
I thought it was like every Monday, or we get updates or something like that.
They don't even know what's going on. They don't even know. Holy shit.
Every Monday, medical updates every.
They really feel, they must just really want to do this, you know? They feel like, you can feel in your heart they really want to do this.
Month, and then pictures bi-monthly or something like that. So
Yeah, like if we get accepted, we could be matched with a kid before Christmas.
pick them up and take them home, and then they are ours.
Then they're ours. They're actually
they're
ours before we leave the country.
so.
Yeah, I think it's just like China. That
So what happened there here, folks? Clearly this didn't pan out. How old is this video? It's old, so.
gets sworn in like as a U.S. citizen, and then we're like, come on, little Uzuhana, let's go.
Yeah, right? Stop with the things. F.
But same rule. There's no gender preference,
Yeah.
and that means.
And just on, what do you know about the culture?
So,
Boy, that was.
okay, so the first part of the video is we're not adopting because we can't put them on the internet. Then the second half is here's what it takes to adopt from Korea. I don't care because they didn't do it. So let's go into their damn channel here. When was this video done? They had 989,000 views on that video, by the way, everybody. They've already lost I think they've lost 10,000 subscribers. Look at the ratio they're getting on their videos now. 3%, 25%. People are going back in all their videos and downvoting them because she turned off their comments. So we go to their Social Blade stats. Well, let's just go into this video. Look at their Social Blade stats. They've lost 20,000 subs since they put that video up, and probably more. So they're losing on average 6. This is the same number, but they're losing on average like thousands of subs a day. They're just bleeding subs, but their view count's up to 18% because of that big video, obviously, right? And people are going through their videos watching. Who are these people? So this is why we can't let them get away with this, because if this just gets passed over, they've got their algorithm bump that they can just capitalize on afterwards. We cannot let people forget about this. Let's go to their playlist. Let's look at their stupid adoption damn journey here. It's so dumb. How many videos they have in this? Ugh. Look at him playing with that dog there, asshole. Okay, so one is done in February 26, 2019. So we're not adopting from Korea anymore. Oh, there's another video. They're not adopting from Korea now. Special. That was September 5th, okay? Adoption update. So they made like 18 videos, okay? And some of these videos, 237,000 views. This was May 29th. This was 3 years ago. It's almost 4 years ago since they did this. So we're gonna do Korea. Then they said they're not gonna do Korea. We're gonna go through all of them. So they've made like, I'm not joking, hundreds of thousands of dollars just off this series alone. They made a lot of money.
So today,
and if they're sponsored in their videos, they're making even more money because this.
Adrian just coined it. It's Casual Monday.
Oh, shut up. So what they're doing is they followed the process of what Micah did. They're all kind of do that. Her and Micah might have been. I think they were friends. I think there's a video where they actually were connecting and they did connect and they were friends. So they were probably all doing this together. Micah's like, do this, it's working, and all this stuff.
Everyone.
Oh, shut up.
Welcome back.
So this is the grossest thing. People adopting for clout and YouTube for YouTube. It's just it's unfreaking acceptable. Unacceptable. And so we're going to stay here. We're going to go through all her videos. We're going to figure out what these people were all about, and we're going to make sure she stays canceled. So at this point, she's in a precarious position, right? She's got managers. People are probably quitting on her. If you work for Nikki Phillipi right now, and you probably are watching this, okay, quit, leave. This lady is going down. Not only did they kill their dog that they didn't have to kill, and the world is upset, okay? Obviously. But now we're going to uncover the reasons you didn't adopt. So you were going to go from Korea. You went from Thailand to Korea, and then you're just making videos to just capitalize on the fact that you might adopt and you don't. So you're just faking this all along? Is that what's happening? I guess we're going to uncover it all. Okay? So If you guys have any videos I should be watching with Nikki Phillipi, send them my way. We're going to do it. But this is disgusting. This is super Micah vibes. Imagine this kid came in, right? And this is the scariest part about this whole story. Imagine they did get a kid and that kid ended up being like H or somebody that they couldn't handle, quote unquote, right? What would they have done? If they're willing to kill a healthy dog that looked fine, all the proof shows that dog was fine. The guy had his hand in the bowl when he was eating. The guy was like taking the little dog and doing this. That dog was fine, okay? What would they have done if the kid turned out to be something that they didn't expect, right? These people are narcissistic D-bags, right? They want the easy way. Family vloggers, let's be real, everybody. Family vloggers can't believe that they are like making the amount of money they're making doing what they're doing. Every day they wake up and they're like, I can't believe this is my job. And it's the most privileged, amazing thing. They're like, I cannot believe this is what I do, right? Until something happens. And there are so many problems with all of them. I've never not found a family vlog. I've never found a family vlogger that's like redeeming. That's like, hey, they do it right. Because at the core, it's exploitation. Every single time. So Nikki Phillipi and your husband, Dan, you guys are douche people of the day. Forever. For the next little while anyway. So journey with me while we snark and talk about these people, because let's keep them canceled. Let's make sure they stay in the forefront and not forget what they did, because right now it's a flash in the pan. Everybody's talking about it, but everybody will stop talking about it once the news scandal comes up. I won't. You guys know me. These people are going to be on my shit list forever, just like Micah is. So we're going to go down that path. Okay? And hey, Nikki and Dan, my platform is always open for you to come talk to me if you want. Always. Always here. But what you guys have done and what you're proving to be is disgusting. And so, wow. Here's a couple things you don't do. You don't mess with adopted kids. You don't exploit your children. You don't kill animals. So, you guys made your bed. You're about to lie in it. So, all right. Everybody take a deep breath with me. Whew, and say this with me. Hey. Just kidding. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. That's how my platform grows. That's how my voice gets louder. And I need a louder voice. I think what has happened here for the Micah in this situation, people who are adopting, I think we have to go down the adoption route. We have to now, crazy middles, crazy eights, all those people, we got to dive into every channel now. We got to focus on adoptions. We're going to be focusing in on, adoptions. We're going to be focusing on injuries and that kind of stuff that people are using, ER visits to the hospital, that kind of stuff in the coming future. There's so much here. It just never ends. It's never ending. Okay? Just fam leaving our kids to die in the pool. It's just crazy. And so we have to my brain is combobulated. It's discombobulated, but we have to figure out. I think I want to do a video about the Munchausen by proxy and when it comes to the Sakonajolies. It's an interesting take on that. I'm going to see if I can bring on Dr. Kirk for that, possibly to talk about how does Munchausen by proxy, how does that work? And is that what Jonathan Jolie is doing with this kid? Because that is a very interesting conversation to have. And I think a lot of this transgender stuff that's going on in the world right now, it's not all Munchausen by proxy. I don't think it's all that way. But I think there's something to be said for what this means when it comes to kids who are transgender and really young. Okay? Not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying we have to explore that with a doctor who knows what he's talking about. So I'm going to reach out to him and see if he's going to come on. I'm hanging out with the Mormons this week. It's going to be great. We got some great episodes coming up. So this is crazy. We got lots coming on. Take a deep breath again. You're beautiful. You're excellent. You're amazing. You're incredible. You is important. And I love having you here, especially for these types of conversations. Spread this word. Okay, everybody? Help me figure out how we can hold adoption agencies to a higher standard, or help them figure out how they can do that, or pressure them to have higher standards for social media presence as far as it comes to adoption, right? Because I know adoption means they are your kids as if they were birthed, right? The birth certificates are yours and you can do whatever you want with them. But I feel like there should be rules before you get to do that. And they should be like, look, a year. I know you can't, but I got to figure, maybe there's a way we can say, look, just let people not tell the world if you are a public figure or whatever the case may be. I mean, look at the famous people who've adopted. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. I don't know anything about their kids. I know that they're adopted, of course, but we don't know their entire private lives. That's the way it should be. Right? These people are giving their private lives away. When we go into Not Enough Nelson's, that video where she sits down with her daughter, you guys are going to be pissed. Bring your swear pillow. It's going to get crazy. All right? Sorry. Keep blabbering. Anyway, that is a video, and I will absolutely see you tomorrow.
Just come running by.